Hello and welcome to our English podcast. Today we talk about the future. That means tomorrow, next week, or next year. You need this topic every day. You plan things, you tell stories, you answer questions.
Yes, that's true. I often want to speak about it, but I feel unsure.
That's why we do it today. And I tell you something important now. You don't need complicated sentences to talk about the future. In daily life, people speak about it very simply.
Good to hear that.
But before we start, I want to say something. We have written our first book. It is about stories from everyday life in Britain. Funny, typical situations that you know or will soon experience. And just like today in the podcast, the book shows how people really speak. You see how talks start, how people react, and how they talk about plans or the future. With these stories, you can learn English with fun and excitement. At the same time, you prepare for real situations. When you buy the book, you support this podcast a lot and help us make more content. Thank you very much. Now let's start. Imagine a typical moment someone asks you, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Yes, that happens often.
Many learners then think for a long time. They want a perfect sentence. But you don't need that. You simply say, "I work tomorrow," or "I meet a friend tomorrow."
I meet a friend tomorrow.
Perfect, short and clear. That is how people speak every day. Only one small word is important, like tomorrow, later, tonight, or next week. This word shows that you speak about the future.
So this little word is the key.
Right, without the word, the sentence sounds like present. With the word, it is clearly future. I give you an example. I go to the cinema. That is now or in general. But if I say, "I go to the cinema tomorrow," then it is clear.
Yes, that makes sense.
And you can use this for everything. I learn English tomorrow. I work a lot next week. I travel to Italy next year.
I travel to Italy next year.
Very good. Now let's do it together. Everyone speak aloud. Say, "I work tomorrow."
I work tomorrow.
Now, I have a lot to do next week.
I have a lot to do next week.
Very good. Now I travel next year.
I travel next year.
Perfect. It is that easy. I give you another small, everyday situation. You are with friends and someone asks, "What are you doing at the weekend?"
Yes, I know that well.
You say, "I go to the cinema at the weekend. I meet friends. We'll be relaxed."
I meet friends. We'll be relaxed.
Very good. That sounds easy and natural. And one more important thing, you can also use several short sentences. That makes you safer and quicker. For example, "I work tomorrow. Have a lot to do. Then I meet a friend."
Then I meet a friend.
Perfect. That is a very natural flow.
I notice I must think less.
Exactly, and that is the goal. You should react fast and feel good. Then we go deeper in the next chapter. There I show you how to speak longer about your plans without getting complicated. Good, then let's take one step further. In the first part, you learnt simple future sentences. Now we see how you can say more. So you talk about your plans without it getting hard.
Yes, that is exactly what I need. I can say one sentence, but then I stop.
That is completely normal. Many learners always make the same mistake here. They try to put everything into one long sentence. They want to join every idea perfectly, but that blocks you.
Yes, I feel that. I think too much.
Exactly. So we change your strategy now. You no longer think in one long line, you think in small steps. One thought per sentence.
So like little building blocks.
Right, imagine you build something with Lego. You take brick by brick. Language works the same. I give you a typical situation. Someone asks you, "What are you doing tomorrow?" Many learners want to say, "Tomorrow I work all day. I have many meetings and then I meet a friend." That is correct, but hard to say.
Yes, I would try it exactly like that.
Much easier is, "I work tomorrow, have many meetings. Then I meet a friend." 3 short sentences, clear and natural.
Yes, that feels lighter right away.
Exactly. And now we go one step further. You can also expand your ideas. You can give more details still in short lines. For example, "I work tomorrow, have many meetings, will be stressful. Then I meet a friend, will be better."
Will be stressful. Will be better. That is cool.
Right, these are small extra bits. They make your language lively. I give you another situation. Someone asks, "What are you doing at the weekend?"
Okay.
You say, "At the weekend I go to the cinema, meet friends, maybe I eat out, will be relaxed."
Will be relaxed.
Very good. You can also use words like maybe, probably, or I think. That shows it is a plan but not 100% sure.
I think I stay at home at the weekend.
Perfect. Or maybe I go for a walk.
Maybe I go for a walk.
Very good. That is exactly how it sounds in real life. Now we do a little exercise. I give you a question and you answer with several short sentences. Think in small steps.
Okay.
Question: What are you doing next week?
I work a lot next week. Have many meetings. Meet colleagues. Will be tiring.
Perfect. Very natural flow. Another question: What are you doing next year?
I travel next year. Maybe I go to Italy. I keep learning English. Will be exciting.
Very good. That is exactly what we want.
I notice I can say much more than before.
Exactly, and you need no complicated structures for that. Now comes another important point. You can link your sentences without making them hard. Use simple words like then, after that, or later.
So small links.
Right? For example, "I work tomorrow. After that, I go to the gym. Then I meet a friend. Later, I go home."
After that, I go to the gym. Then I meet a friend.
Perfect. That is a clear order. Everyone understands you at once. I give you another example from daily life. Imagine you are in the office and someone asks, "What are you doing this evening?"
Yes.
You say, "I go home this evening. Cook something. After that, I watch a series. Then I go to sleep."
After that, I watch a series. Then I go to sleep.
Very good. You tell your plan step by step.
It is like a small story.
Exactly, and that is an important point. When you talk about the future, you often tell a small story. What happens first? What happens after that? And you need only simple words for that.
That helps me a lot.
Now speak with us. Loud. Say, "I work tomorrow. Have much to do. After that, I go home. Then I relax."
I work tomorrow. Have a lot to do. After that, I go home. Then I relax.
Perfect. Another example. Say, "I go out at the weekend, meet friends. Maybe I eat out. Will be good."
I go out at the weekend. Meet friends. Maybe I eat out. Will be good.
Very good. That is exactly how a natural plan sounds.
I notice I do not block anymore.
Exactly, because you no longer try to speak perfectly, you just speak step by step. And that is the goal. Speak clearly, react fast, no stress.
That really gives me confidence.
Very good. Then you are ready for the next chapter. There we see how you lead talks about the future. That means how you ask questions and react naturally. Good, then we take one more step. Until now you learned how to speak about your own plans. Now we will see how to hold real talks about the future. That means how you ask questions and react to others.
Yes, that is important. I can tell something, but conversations are harder.
Exactly. And here comes a simple rule again. Ask easy questions and keep short sentences. You do not need complicated questions. Imagine you are with colleagues or friends and you want to start a chat. You can simply ask, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
What are you doing tomorrow?
Perfect. Or, "What are you doing at the weekend?"
What are you doing at the weekend?
Very good. Or a bit further, "What are you doing next week?"
What are you doing next week?
Right, these are simple questions that always work. And now comes the important part. You listen and you react, but again with short sentences. I give you an example. I ask you, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
I work tomorrow. Have a lot to do.
Very good. Now I react. I say, okay, sounds busy." Then I ask a new question or add something about me. For example, "I also work tomorrow. I also have a lot to do."
That links the chat.
Exactly. You show you listen and you bring yourself in. We do a small dialogue now. I start, "What are you doing at the weekend?"
I go out at the weekend. Meet friends. We'll be relaxed.
Sounds good. "I stay at home. Have a lot to do."
Okay. What exactly are you doing?
Very good. Perfect follow-up question. "I work a bit. After that, I relax. Watch a series."
Sounds good. Which series?
Perfect. This is how a real talk grows.
I feel this is much more natural.
Exactly. And now an important point. You do not always need perfect answers. You can also just react. For example, "Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Will be exciting." Or, "Oh, really?"
Oh, really?
Exactly. These are small reactions. They are very important. I give you an example. I say, "I travel to Spain next year."
Oh, really? Sounds good.
Perfect. Then you can ask further, "Who are you traveling with?"
Who are you traveling with?
Very good. This keeps the chat active. Now we do a small exercise. Everyone speak aloud. Say, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
What are you doing tomorrow?
Now, "What are you doing at the weekend?"
What are you doing at the weekend?
Very good. Now a reaction. "Sounds good."
Sounds good.
Now a question. "What exactly are you doing?"
What exactly are you doing?
Perfect. These are building blocks for every chat. I give you another daily situation. You are in the office and someone says, "I have holiday next week."
Okay.
You say, "Oh, really? Sounds good. Where are you going?"
Where are you going?
Perfect. Simple, clear, and natural.
I notice I now know how I can react.
Exactly. You do not need complicated sentences. You need good questions and easy reactions. And if you mix that with your short future sentences, you can lead every conversation.
That gives me a lot of confidence. Now I also want to know what your plans are.
Very good question. So let us simply flip it now. Listen carefully. Now you will hear how sentences look when I do not keep them short.
Okay, I am curious.
At the weekend, I plan to slow down because last week was tiring. I want to rest a bit and spend time with friends.
That sounds relaxing. Have you already fixed something?
Not yet, but I think I will meet some friends, maybe eat together or sit somewhere and chat.
And what will you do on Sunday?
On Sunday, I will stay home, cook a meal, and give myself quiet time for a good start.
That sounds very good. And what does your next week look like?
Next week will be quite full because I have several meetings and work on many projects, but I still try to find a small moment for myself each day.
So, a bit of stress as well.
Yes, but it is good stress because I work on things that matter to me.
What are you looking forward to next week?
I am looking forward to meeting a colleague I have wanted to work with for ages. I think it will be exciting.
That sounds good.
Looking ahead, I want to focus on my own projects and gain more freedom in coming months.
So, more focus and more freedom.
Exactly, and long term, I want to stay flexible and have more time for things that really matter.
That is a lovely goal.
Thank you. You have now heard how sentences change when we link a bit more, but still stay clear. Right, we are now at the end of this episode. Let's sum everything up calmly. Today we spoke about the future, about tomorrow, the weekend, next week, and even your big goals.
Yes. And I must say, it was much easier than I thought.
That is the main point. Many learners think they need hard sentences. But in daily life, people speak very simply about the future. You need only a time word. For example, tomorrow, later, next week, or next year. Then you say what you do. I work tomorrow. I meet friends at the weekend. I travel next year.
That is really simple.
Exactly. Then we went one step further. You learnt how to tell more. Do not put everything in one line. Use several short lines. I work tomorrow. Have much to do. Then I meet a friend.
Yes, that helped me most.
Very good. In this way, a natural flow appears. You no longer think in perfect sentences. You think in small steps. First this, then that, then that.
Like a little story.
Exactly. Then we looked at real talks. You ask easy questions. What are you doing tomorrow? What at the weekend? What next week? Then you react. You listen. You say small things like sounds good or will be relaxed. And you ask again.
That makes the talk lively.
Right, and that is the goal. Not only speaking, but really communicating. At the end, you heard how language can change. You can also talk a bit longer. You can join sentences, but you stay clear and easy to understand.
So start simple and then slowly do more.
Exactly, step by step. No pressure, no stress. And now comes an important task for you and for all listeners.
Okay, I am ready.
Take a moment and think about your next week. Very concrete. What will you do? Think of 3 things. Very easy things. For example, I work, I meet a friend, I go to the gym.
So a small plan for the future.
Right, now the key part. Say these lines aloud, not only in your head. Really speak loud. You can do it alone or with someone else.
Speaking loud makes a big difference.
Exactly. If you want another step, ask someone a question. Just ask, what are you doing tomorrow? Or what are you doing at the weekend?
That is a good exercise in real life.
Exactly. It is always about real situations, small talks, no perfection. And now we have something for every listener. Write to us in the comments. What are you doing tomorrow? What at the weekend? Or what is your big future goal?
That is exciting. We will get many answers.
I am sure. And it also helps other learners. When you read what others say, you get new ideas. Maybe you read a comment and think, I can say it like that too.
Yes, that motivates.
Exactly. Learning happens not only here in the podcast. Learning also happens when you share with others. And maybe we will speak about your answers in a next episode.
That would be cool.
So take a short time after this show. Write one line, or two, or three. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be real.
That is a good motto.
Exactly. Real is more important than perfect. Thank you for joining us today. Stay with us, speak loud, think simple, and do not fear talking about your future.
Thank you, Peter. This really helped me today.
You are very welcome. Do check out the book. I am sure you will like it. The link is in the comments. We will hear each other next time.
See you next time.
Goodbye.